Julián Álvarez has came out with a statement. Atletico is once again due a complete embarrassment. And honestly, they deserve it. They completely deserve it. Nobody wants to play it for that dusty club. And especially their best player, who has just come out in an interview after the Argentina game against Austria. The best thing for me is a transfer, and I want to fulfill my dream. He's basically telling you, you're shit, first of all. You're dusty, second of all. Your club is genuinely a Twitter troll. And Barcelona is my dream. Your rival. Oh my god, this guy is nothing short of a cookout versus Atleti. He's cooking them. His own player, Simeone, wanted this guy. Oh, this guy is our Julián Álvarez, is our talisman, big guy, you know, so much money spent on him. He wants to leave. Do you blame him? Do you blame Julián Álvarez, honestly? He wants to fulfill his dream. Of course, he wants to play for Barcelona, not this Atleti team that has no ambition. They always lose. Even if they get into the semis, even if they get far into the league, they always lose. As always reported, Julian has agreed to join Barça and wants to move. It depends on the club now. After 100 million euro bid rejected a few weeks ago, honestly, 100 million for Julián Álvarez, I think is enough. But from Atletico's point of view, I completely understand why they would reject it. They should reject it. And our plan, by bidding 150 million for Julián Álvarez, is only for Julián Álvarez to be stalled until the World Cup, so Barcelona can't buy him, and we are upping his price because we are high ones. Yes, we are genuine bullies in the market, and I love it. I love cooking Barcelona, and Barcelona genuinely has to be saying, he wants to join us, but god damn, how much will he cost? How much will he actually cost us? Julián Álvarez, 100 million rejected, 150 million rejected from Real Madrid, and they came out and said, that is the release clause. If you want him, pay it. But genuinely, do they want to hold him hostage? Do they want to hold Julián Álvarez hostage? Please tell me, guys, because he doesn't want to play for Atletico at all. It's not like, you know, maybe I would join Barca. I wouldn't be opposed to it, you know, but I would even stay at Atletico. I like this club. I enjoy the fans. No, he's fully saying the best thing for all sides considered is a transfer for me to go to Barcelona, for me to fulfill my dream. Do you know how bad that is? Do you know how bad saying my dream when you're playing for basically their rival? It's still a rivalry. Even though they are the small bros, yeah, the little bros of La Liga, it's still a rivalry. They beat them in the UCL. This guy scored a free kick against them in the UCL, went further in the UCL, but still wants to join them. Because Atleti is making an embarrassment of themselves. If honestly, I think if Atletico carried themselves better, especially on social media and overall how the club made those statements, maybe Alvarez could have been at the club still, because they have all the right to keep Alvarez, but with everything coming out and everything being skewed by Atletico and oh my goodness, the memes they were posting and the AI videos, it's just embarrassing, honestly. I think it's just embarrassing going for Barcelona and then Real Madrid as well. Honestly, I think Atletico are just doing too much, and it's going back to them, bro. All the haram football is going back to you. Julián Álvarez, I don't think this is the right time to talk about it, but I also can't hide from it or pretend otherwise. I try to be an honest person, and I spoke honestly with the people at the club, with those I needed to speak to. I think the best thing for everyone is a transfer, and I want to fulfill my dream. This brother is laughing during it because he knows he's not gonna be an Atletico player. And Atletico know too, guys. Do you know why? Look at this, okay? If you think Atletico was being shameless towards other clubs, fair enough, you know, it's a rivalry. You can, you know, send shots at Real Madrid and Barcelona, but they are genuinely sending shots at Julián Álvarez, their own striker, their best player. Look at this. Tigres, their admin is so petty, they purposely left out Álvarez. And you might be, what do you mean, bro? Didn't Álvarez play for Argentina today? Didn't he play against Austria? Didn't they win? He was there as well, right, guys? Great win for our Argentinians. Happy for your 60 games with AFA Selección and Molina. Molina is right here. Fair enough. He gets the shout. Juliano Senomeno is not here as well, but he didn't play, I think. Here is Almada, who, of course, I think started the game, if I'm not wrong. Where is Julián Álvarez, who definitely played in that game? Maybe somebody's salty. Maybe somebody's salty. And, you know, I would want to see, like, where is the response now? If we just look at that account, Atletico Madrid. Some zoo, some Sorloth cheeks. And then we just have this. No replies, nothing. I don't see anything. And this is the official account of Atletico Madrid in English, of course. But I just if I search up Atletico Madrid, even the official account, there is nothing here, guys. Alex Baena started. Man City, Atletico, something. They don't care about Julian Alvarez. Suddenly they don't care because they know they are cooked. They care, but they can't say anything because that player cooked them. It's honestly embarrassing. I think this is embarrassing for Atletico. So much embarrassment. Just because he said dream. He said dream, fulfill my dream. It's not like, you know, if he said this, I think the best thing for everyone is a transfer. End of the sentence. I would have been fair enough. You are speaking facts. But you said, I want to fulfill my dream. Oh my goodness, you're saying this while you're playing for Atletico. Embarrassment, man. But how does Julian Alvarez fit Barcelona? Now, if we look at this attack, it's Lamine Yamal, of course, right wing, for sure. It's going to be Rafinha or Gordon at the left wing. They're going to be, you know, splitting minutes because Rafinha has some injury issues and he's, you know, getting up there in age because his injury issues are really bad, at least this season and now at the World Cup as well. Anthony Gordon, of course, bought for 80 million, so he has to get, you know, a lot of minutes, I would say. But Julian Alvarez, does he really fit with Rafinha and Lamine Yamal? When Lamine Yamal really all, like, his best assists and all of his best, you know, balls over the defense, or even his like special Trivela passes, you know, that basically go around the defense and find the striker. Julian Alvarez is not really a, you know, run in behind type of striker. He's more so a deep lying, like a false nine almost. He almost plays like a midfielder next to a striker. And of course, if there is, you know, the team is pushing up, he's gonna be there around the box, you know, great finishing, all of that. But doesn't Lamine Yamal fit a striker that is actually in the box? I think Julian Alvarez would still be a great player for Barcelona. His numbers would go up. He would be, you know, more prolific. He would get more chances. He would score more. He would have even more assists. He would be a great link-up player. But I think, personally, someone like Harry Kane, Osimhen, these big strikers that have, you know, prolific goal scoring in the box. They are an elite poacher. They have good heading ability. They can get on crosses. You know, they can hold up the ball. That's not really Julian Alvarez. He's more so technical. He's like almost a number 10, a second striker type of guy. I think Julian Alvarez fits, for example, in the Arsenal system. He fits like in that sort of system, or he fits perfectly actually in the system of PSG, maybe next to Dembele, or, you know, Dembele can slot into the right wing, maybe something like that. I just don't think he fits Barcelona that much. Do I think they will improve with Julian Alvarez? For sure. I think he's still a great player. But for the price, I think he's cheeks. I think he's a great player for maybe 80, 90 million. For what do they want from him? Like, do they want 140 million from Barca? Do they want 125 million? This is absolutely crazy for a guy that will maybe get you 15, 20 goals. For 140 million, I want from my striker to be getting 40 goals, 15 assists, and conversations for the Ballon d'Or. That's what you be getting. And genuinely, I think if Barcelona focuses on Osimhen, maybe for 90, 100 million, and then the rest of the money, that 20, 25 million, that would have been going on Alvarez, if they spend that on, you know, Osimhen's yearly wages, because yes, they would be astronomical, he would be a better fit at Barcelona. And the history with African strikers like Samuel Eto'o isn't that bad, right? At Barcelona, I'm not gonna lie, he did have some great years, some bad years as well. But I would say that Osimhen fits Barcelona more, and he would cost less money. Yes, the wage would be, you know, kind of making the deals similar for sure. But you can definitely get a better deal for Osimhen than Julian Alvarez. But I genuinely think Barcelona are romanticizing the fact that he's from Atletico. He's Argentinian as well. You know, it fits the narrative. He's a little bit cute on the ball. He fits the narrative of playing nice football. He can get the ball to his feet. He can have nice touches. You know, he scores free kicks. He's a little bit flary on the ball. He drops in deeper. But in a one-striker system, do you really need that at Barcelona when you have Lamine Yamal that basically does every single thing, and Rafinha basically does every single thing in the pressing? And now you have both the pressing demon in Gordon. Where is he going to play? How does he fit? Like, I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get Barcelona's strategy in this transfer window. I think they should be focusing, for example, on a left back, center back, maybe even a midfielder, and a proper number 9. Not a guy that basically has his whole heat map surrounded in the number 8, attacking 10, second striker positions. I would say genuinely, if they went for a proper number 9, we could be looking at a generational Barcelona team. Honestly, they could be even better than they were last season, which is kind of scary. But Julian Alvarez, I think he would benefit Barcelona, sure. But for the money they are spending and the guys that are available on the market as well, I think Julian Alvarez is glazing Barcelona too much, and this deal will once again end up as the Coutinho or Griezmann type of deal. I just don't see him being this number 1 striker in the world, like I think some Barcelona fans are thinking that he's going to become when he suddenly goes to Barcelona, when he's already played at the highest level against Barcelona and Real Madrid and in La Liga, UCL, and he has never been that guy as a striker, as a 9. So I don't know what Hansi Flick is planning to do. Maybe he's planning to turn him into a number 10. I could see that second striker maybe, in the 4-2-3-1. Change up the cam position a little bit in changing his role. But for example, for Alvarez, I wouldn't pay more than 100 million, honestly, guys. And that's just honestly a fact. I'm completely being unbiased here. I do think that Barcelona can develop him into being a better striker. But why would you do that? Why would you spend time on somebody that costs so much money? Especially from Atletico and all the drama that's around it. Honestly, I don't really care. I just care about Julian Alvarez cooking Atletico. Barcelona, if you sign him, go on. I don't really care. I'm so happy, by the way, we got rejected with our 150 million offer. Real Madrid, genuinely, I still don't know why you even bid that. If it was genuinely up to, Florentino Perez, because he wanted to up his price, fair enough, but I still don't understand it, honestly. Julian Alvarez, thank you for cooking Atletico, and Atletico, once again, you are an embarrassment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.